Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of New Omega Wrestling's one and only news show right here on the World Wide Web, Text 2 Cents. I'm your host. You guys should know me by now. I'm the future, known as Tech, and I am proud to bring to you a jam-packed episode here on Text 2 Cents. We've got the first ever interview here on the show with New Omega Wrestling's current Extreme Champion and my tag team partner, the man who has yet to ever speak out in New Omega Wrestling history, HBW. This is going to be a first time ever with the man known as Havoc. Now, on July 19, 2009, after a 6-week hiatus, New Omega Wrestling returns with Collision 24. Now, Extreme Intentions on May 31st, 2009 was the last show that New Omega Wrestling's had up until now. So on July 19th, at 4 p.m., New Omega Wrestling returns. Be there. Follow us on Twitter to get the updated event results as it's happening. Twitter.com/NewOmega05. So, at the show, we are going to have the Extreme title put on the line. Havoc, who's going to be here momentarily, is going to put the Extreme title on the line against New Omega Wrestling rookie Kevin Marshall. Also, following that, it's been announced that Jimmy Hernandez, G-Bang Bullet, they've never really gotten along in the ring. Jimmy Hernandez is our ref and feels disrespected by G-Bang Bullet. So Jimmy's put out a challenge against G-Bang Bullet to a singles match. So our referee is going to be taking on the newest member of Era in a singles match. That's going to be interesting to see. Now, the Intercontinental title is also going to be on the line. Death Toll has got a long list of guys that want to beat him and take his title from him. Andrew 3000, who had Extreme Intentions, became the #1 contender for the IC title, is cashing in his #1 contendership to face Death Toll for the belt. Mike Falcon, who his match was ended in a no contest when Chris Reckless had interfered at Extreme Intentions between an IC title match between Death Toll and Mike Falcon. Falcon wants his rematch because he got screwed. It was obvious. So Mike Falcon's also going to be in the match, and Chris Reckless wants to go after the belt as well. So New Omega Wrestling General Manager Nick Fleury has booked a 4-way, one fall to a finish, Death Toll versus Andrew 3000 versus Mike Falcon versus Chris Reckless, 4-way IC title, gonna be big. After that, myself and my tag partner Havoc, we've laid out a challenge. We want the New Omega Wrestling tag titles. That's obvious. We want to become 3-time NOW tag champs. So we've laid out a challenge. We know Nick Fleury won't give us a shot at the tag belts, so we have to earn them. So we want a shot at the #1 contenderships. Nick Fleury made some calls, got it booked. It's going to be Bomb Squad versus Crimson Pain for the New Omega Wrestling #1 contendership for the tag titles. Frost and A-Rock, Tech and Havoc, it's going to be big as well. Now, in a non-title match, the Rebel will be going one-on-one against former Team HBW member T. Summers. These two have never gone one-on-one in an NOW ring, so it's definitely going to be interesting. Summers wants to make a statement. He wants to make a point, saying that if Rebel's the #1 man in NOW, being the heavyweight champion, that he can go through anyone, including the Rebel, to be the biggest name in New Omega Wrestling. So Collision 24, July 19, 2009, it's going to be big. NOW returns. Be there. What more needs to be said? I mean, it's going to be huge. So, 6-week hiatus, New Omega Wrestling is back. We've got Havoc. Here we go. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with New Omega Wrestling's current Extreme Champion, Havoc. Now, ladies and gentlemen, not only is this the first ever interview here on Text 2 Cents, but it's Havoc's first interview as well. It took a lot of convincing to get him here, but he's here. So, Havoc, thank you for joining me here on Text 2 Cents. Now, you're one of the founders of NOW. From the very beginning, the start of NOW, you've been here. What was it like back in 2005 under the name NOW?
Kind of started off with getting more people
having more competition, a lot more people having the drive to really move up in rank and really try to get to the top.
So what was really the major difference between NOW and HBW? Because a lot of people really don't know where all of us started back in HBW 2000, ending in 2005. What was the major difference between the two?
I guess you could really say is the major difference would really be having more people, having more competition, having more strive to really move up. Everybody's really being competitive, really wanting to get what they want, not just having fun.
Yeah. So, as HBW closes its doors, you were the HBW heavyweight champion. So you were the last heavyweight champion in HBW, also becoming the first NOW heavyweight champion. What was it like to become the first and the last heavyweight champion of HBW and NOW?
At the end of HBW, I felt I was really at the top of my game. I picked up the title at the last show. I was the last champion. We went into NOW, and I had to fight my way up, but I made it to be the champion, the first champion. So I mean, really at that time, I was really at the top of my game, and just really felt that it was great.
So you were at the top of your game, the first NOW heavyweight champion. A few months into your title reign, after you had faced off against Frost and Matt Zion in such matches, you ended up kind of falling off the face of the earth, not attending shows, missing shows, ultimately ending up in you being stripped of the heavyweight title due to lack of appearances. What was going on that made you take a break?
I had a lot of personal issues going on. I had some things that I had to take care of at home. I just had a lot more important things at the time that I had to take care of.
So put NOW on the back burner for the time being.
Yes.
You left in about 2006, early 2006, but July 27th, 2008, you returned at New Omega Wrestling's Collision Revamped, which was a huge show for NOW. Basically had evolved into being more of an upscale, bigger promotion. What was it like returning from knowing HBW and NOW and how things were run? What was it like to be joining something which was almost completely different than what you had originally left?
It felt really good. It felt good to get back into the ring, start competing again, and back to a bigger promotion. We had a bigger fan base, a better ring, a bigger arena. Really, really good.
Yeah.